What's going on, guys? Niko here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to write melodies using vocal chops. So this is a remix that I'm working on right now called Symphony for Clean Bandit, and this is the vocal chop we're going to break down that's in the drop. Quick announcement before we jump in, I am giving away 1,000 melodies absolutely royalty free. Comment down below Melody Mastery to get a chance to win this MIDI pack. I give one away every Friday. There's also free ones in the description. Now, jumping into this melody chop right here, I first came up with the idea by listening to this a cappella right here. And this is how it sounds. So the main idea was already there. Now, one thing to note is that we're working in the key of E flat major. If you don't have a great grasp on music theory, that's okay. We're going to break it down in this video. So when we're in E flat major, we have 7 notes that we can use to create melodies. Here are the 7 notes right here. And the cool thing is that the first note, is the first note. So basically, I have some strategies here that whenever I'm creating these vocal chops, I like to think of different ideas that are going on. So what I'll typically do is I'll take the vocal chop and I'm going to mess around with the tuning of it. So I go in here, I cut this off, I delete this, and we can just look right here. I'll just take this, I'll cut it, and let's just get rid of these other ones here. I don't even need them right now. So what I want to think about is I know I'm operating in this first key, the E flat. And if I go to the F, I'm only going up 2 semitones. So all I have to do is take this, drag it, and then go right here and transpose up 2. So let's just listen to this by itself. I think we soloed it. And now you can see what we can do here. We can transpose this up. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go up 4, and we're literally going to build the scale with the vocal chops. So here we go. And then I keep going here. I'll do this pretty quickly so you guys can see it. I'm building out our 7 notes with the vocal chop. And I actually learned this just by messing around a little bit. That we go up 0, 2, 4, and then right here, we go up 5. This one we're going to go up 7. This one I believe is 9. Whoops, this is 9. So we transpose up 9. And this is 11. So look what we have here. And then we have our last one right here. This is the 12th one. This is some like ninja stuff that you guys can use because literally at this point, all you have to do is take these vocal chops and mess around with the order of them. So if I just go into my, let me just play this through one time so you can hear it. Boom, you have your entire scale now built out in this vocal chop, right? And there's a couple of things that are going on in the processing, which we'll get into in a little bit. But point is, right here, I have my first riff. I repeat this riff that already came with the acapella that already sounded good. This one right here. So I came up with this idea, again, repeating the main riff and then taking that first note, chopping it up, and then changing it. Again, you guys have the toolbox right here with the full scale done. So then from there, I'm like, okay, how can I make this sound a little bit more different, make it a little sound more unique? So when I wrote the melody, I actually wrote it on the piano, because I found the first one like this. That's what this vocal chop is, right? So what I did with it is I said, okay, how can I write a melody to this? And I just messed around with my hands knowing the notes on the piano. Now, if you don't know the piano, there's a bunch of videos on my channel that cover this. But 2 other small things that are going on here. Now, we repeated the same sort of idea right down here, but there's 2 effects that I have going on here, and I highly suggest you get the Sound Toys Little Altar Boy. All we did here is we actually automated the formant. So watch this right here. So we automated the formant going up, and when you mess around with the formant, let me just turn this right here. I'll show you what the formant does. It's really cool, and you've probably seen this in other production videos, but basically, And you can mess around with the formant to get unique sounds. So what I'm doing here is I'm automating the formant. And then what I'm also doing is I'm having a stop right here. I'm having a slowdown in Logic. This is also known as a tape stop. There's other plugins that do this. But if we solo this right here, I'll show you with and then without. The view. That adds such a nice effect. Cash does it a lot in their vocal chops. That's where I actually thought of the idea. Now without it, there's so much more of a difference. You can even hear it during the drop when you have the slowdown in check. So again, guys, this is how you create the vocal chops. You find a nice riff that you like, and then from there you can build out the scale. And again, you just have to find the root note. And the root note, thankfully, I just got lucky here, was an E flat, and I'm in the key of E flat major. And then from there, that's how I created the song. That's how I created the vocal chop. Nothing crazy, nothing going on here that's too intense. It's just you have to have the right tools in place to do that. And in terms of other things going on, I just want to make sure I cover everything. Yep, we just had, going into the drop, what I did is I used the creative filter to slowly bring in the vocal chop. So if you listen. Right, and you can hear all those little effects now that we broke them down in the drop, and it makes for a nice catchy vocal chop. Again, there's more of them that I definitely have coming out, and that's the takeaways from this. So understand it's not that much difficult than really just understanding kind of the scales behind things and plugging and playing with notes. So if you enjoyed this video, if you liked it, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell down below, and check out all the free downloads that I offer here at Piano for Producers in the description. Tons of MIDI packs, and again, comment down below Melody Mastery if you want a chance to win 1,000 melodies absolutely royalty free. So hope you enjoyed this video, hope you got lots of value out of it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.